Good morning students, myself Prema. Welcome students to the 7th chapter of Geography of Standard 8th. So students, we are going to study the 7th chapter, that is population. Now population, students, we all know that is an important human resource. So in this chapter we are going to study about the population, and in that various factors we are going to study, that is the birth rate, death rate, life expectancy, migrations, about the density of the population, distribution of the population, and human development index. So these are the different factors we are going to study. Now before starting the chapter, students, see here, find out here, it is given in your book. So that is just to understand the chapter. Here one example is given. How many students are there in your class? Out of the total number, how many boys and girls are there in your class? How many boys and girls are absent? What is the total strength of the students in your school? What is the total number of boys and girls in your school? Which class has maximum strength of student, and which class has the most absentees? So this, some of the questions are there for you, it is told to find out, and based on that, so by reading that, your geographical explanation is given. In the above exercise, you obtain information about the strength of students in your school. So by means through these questions you can get the information about this, what is the strength of the students in your school. Same way, in the similar manner, information can be obtained about the population of a village, taluka, district, state, nation, and the world. So what is told, similar way, as we are going to take out the information regarding the strength of the school, so in the same manner we can come to know about the population of a village, taluka, district, state, nation, or world, whichever wherever population we want to know, we can come to know. While obtaining this information, we have to also consider age, sex ratio, literacy, etc. So when we are collecting information about population, so at that time we also have to focus on some of the other factors, that is the age group, to which age group they are belonging, that is to 0 to 15, afterwards that is 0 to 14, 15 to 59, above 60. So that factors we have to consider. Sex ratio, that is how many males and females are there, and what is the literacy rate, how many people are educated, how many are not educated. So that also we have to focus. Several factors are responsible for the development of a region. Out of this, population is an important factor. See what is told, for development of a region or development of a country. So many factors are playing a very important role. So in that, one of the most important factor is population. Why? Because population is called as an important human resource. So if the population is good, the population is educated, well educated hai, healthy hai, technical informations, technical knowledge they are having, well skilled population is there, so country's development is going to take place. But if the population, agar matlab population is not fit and fine, not educated, so country's development is going to be affected. While studying the population of any region, the following aspects has to be considered. So when we are going to, when we are studying about any region, about the population of any region, so following factors can have to be considered. So first in that is population growth, how is the population distributed, population density, and the what is the structure of the populations. Again in your textbook, no one example is given, just go through that, students. Matlab two cities, A and B cities is mentioned, and through that you have to find out. So just we are going to have a look. Which city has a great number of newly born children? तो newly born children कौन से सिटी में ज़्यादा हैं, कौन से सिटी में ज़्यादा हैं, बी सिटी में. Which city has a record greater number of deaths? So which city has records? B city. Looking at the figures of in migration and out migration, which city has received more migration? So which city? A city has received more migrants. After considering all the points, which city has recorded more growth of population in 1 year? So कौन सा city आएगा उसमें? A city. And the total number of births are given. What will be the this figure per thousand population? What is the term used for that? So the total number of births जो दिया है ना, तो this figure कितना हो, कैसे होएगा वो, 20 per thousand. So the term is birth rate. किसका है, birth rate का है. Under is what will be the number of deaths per thousand population, what is the term used. तो यहाँ पे भी number of deaths per thousand will be कितना रहेगा, that is 25. and इसका ये कितना होगा, that what is the term used for that, that is death rate. So we are going to have a look over the geographical explanation. Now first we will be studying about the population growth. Now from the above exercise it can be seen that there is constant change in the population of a region. तो दोनों region दिया ना, A city and B city, so continuously there is a change in the population of the region. Sometimes कहीं पे वो decrease हो रहा है, there is a decrease in the population, and sometimes there is a increase in the population. So this increase or decrease is related to the following factors. So the population, sometimes it is going on increasing and sometimes it is going on decreasing. So for that some factors are responsible. So which are the factors that we are going to study? So first है birth rate, that is the number of live births per 1000 people in a year shows the birth rate. तो फर्स्ट फैक्टर क्या है, बर्थ रेट कितना हो रहा है रीजन में. सो नंबर ऑफ बर्थ मतलब 1000 पीपल में हाउ मेनी चिल्ड्रन आर बॉर्न इन ए ईयर शोज द बर्थ रेट. डेथ रेट कितना है, द नंबर ऑफ डेथ्स पर 1000 पीपल इन ए ईयर शोज द डेथ रेट. सेकेंड फैक्टर क्या है, हाउ मच डेथ रेट इज देयर इन द रीजन इन ए ईयर. सो नंबर ऑफ डेथ रेट पर 1000 के से कंपेयर करेंगे तो हाउ मच नंबर ऑफ डेथ इज देयर इन ए ईयर शोज द डेथ रेट. लाइफ एक्सपेक्टेंसी, दैट इज द एवरेज लाइफ स्पैन ऑफ एन इंडिविजुअल एक्सपेक्टेड इन एन एरिया एट द टाइम ऑफ बर्थ. मीन्स दोनों यहाँ पे हमने ए सिटी बी सिटी पढ़ा है ना. सो इन एनी रीजन व्हाट इज द लाइफ एक्सपेक्टेंसी, जब एक चाइल्ड बॉर्न होता है, सो हाउ मच यही द पर्सन इज गोइंग टू लिव, सो दैट इज कैलकुलेटेड. And another is migration. Migration में है the movement of an individual or a group of out of an area or into an area is called as migration. So migration means what? Migration means it can be a movement of an individual also. एक अकेले पर्सन का मूवमेंट हो सकता है और एक ग्रुप ऑफ पीपल, पूरे एक फैमिली अगर बाहर जा रही है वहाँ से आउट ऑफ एन एनी एरिया, और any individual or any family they are going to come into an area, that is called as a migration. So in migration, when people move into a region from outside for residence purpose, so that is called as a migration. So in any region, when people they are coming from outside for living purpose, so that is called as a migration. And when people move out of a region for residential purpose, it is called as out migration. मतलब कोई भी region से अगर people दूसरे region में जा रहे हैं रहने के लिए for staying purpose, so that is called as out migration. So all the above factors affect the population growth. So we have studied about the birth rate, death rate, life expectancy and migration. So all these factors they are affecting the population growth. The difference between the birth rate and the death rate is clearly responsible for the natural changes in the population. So naturally जो changes होता है population में, sometimes it is decreasing or increasing. So why it is happening? Because of the difference between the birth rate and the death rate. So similarly, the migration of an individual or a group constantly results in the change in the population. And in the same way, when migration is there, so because that is also one of the factors why there is a change in the population of a region. So the unchecked growth of population puts pressure on the resources of a region. So in a region, continuously if the population is going on increasing, so what will happen? उसका रिजल्ट क्या होगा, वहाँ का जो रिसोर्सेज है उसके ऊपर क्या होगा, स्ट्रेस बढ़ेगा. फॉर एग्जांपल जैसे अब मुंबई में लोग डेली मीन्स पीपल आर कमिंग फॉर व्हाट पर्पस, फॉर जॉब पर्पस. सो उसकी वजह से उस एरिया पे क्या होता है, स्ट्रेस वहाँ के रिसोर्सेज पे बढ़ जाता है. ऑन द अदर हैंड ए कंट्रोल्ड ग्रोथ ऑफ पॉपुलेशन विल लीड टू अवेलेबिलिटी ऑफ रिसोर्सेज इन द राइट पॉपुलेशन. एंड इफ द पॉपुलेशन इज अंडर कंट्रोल, ग्रोथ को कंट्रोल में करके रखा है, तो उसकी वजह से क्या होगा, वॉट एवर द रिसोर्सेज आर देयर, सो दैट रिसोर्सेज कैन बी यूज इन ए प्रॉपर proportion. So a controlled population is an indicator of the level of development. So what is told, जब population control में होगा, control growth of population, it is a indicator of the development of a region. So here another example is given for you for try this just to understand distribution of population कैसे होता है, उस for understanding that. So जैसे इसमें एग्जाम्पल दिया है, see here picture is also given. So they have taken first they have taken 100 grains of black eyed beans एंड फर्स्ट एक उन लोग ने एक बॉक्स स्क्वायर बॉक्स बनाया है, दैट इज 30 into 30 सेंटीमीटर, एंड दे हैव स्प्रेड दैट 100 ग्रेन्स देयर. एंड आफ्टरवर्ड्स अनदर वन मोर स्क्वायर दे हैव ड्रॉन, दैट इज 15 into 15. और वहाँ पे भी उन लोग ने क्या किया, 100 मोर बीन्स को स्प्रेड कर दिया है. सो एंड वाइल स्कैटरिंग व्हाट दे हैव टेकन द केयर दैट द ग्रेन्स दे शुड नॉट टच वन अनदर, और एक दूसरे के ऊपर नहीं होना चाहिए. सो व्हाट इज, सो बेस्ड ऑन दैट ये क्वेश्चंस आर आस्क्ड, विच ईच ऑफ द स्क्वायर्स कैन द ग्रेन्स चौली कैन बी इजीली स्प्रेड. अभी दोनों बॉक्स देखा है तो इजीली कहाँ पे स्प्रेड कर सकते हैं, जो 13 into 13 सेंटीमीटर का बॉक्स है. इन विच ऑफ द स्क्वायर्स डू द ग्रेन्स ऑफ चौली अपीयर क्राउडेड, जो दूसरा 15 into 15 है वहाँ पे बहुत क्राउडेड लग रहा है. सो कैन देयर बी एनी कोरिलेशन बिटवीन द डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन ऑफ चौली ग्रेन्स एंड डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन ऑफ पॉपुलेशन इन ए रीजन? यस. हाउ जैसे सेम वे जैसे कंट्री में जो एरिया है लार्जर, अगर इफ़ द एरिया इज लार्जर एरिया है वहाँ पे पॉपुलेशन कम है, सो व्हाट विल हैपन, स्पेस रहेगा वहाँ पे, पॉपुलेशन क्या होगा, स्पेस होगा. बट इफ द एरिया स्मॉल एंड मोर पीपल आर लिविंग, सो दैट विल बी more dense. So same way where when the grains of chauli are scattered over two areas of different sizes in the larger area, the distribution appears sparse. So चौली का एग्जाम्पल जो बताया गया है, इफ़ द चौली आर स्कैटर्ड ओवर टू एरियाज में बताया है ना, और जो लार्जर एरिया में है सो देयर द डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन इज स्पेस मतलब लेस. Similarly, we can understand the distribution of population of a region. Same way we can study about the population also. Some areas जैसे कि some areas are mountainous region while others are flat regions. We can take the example Jammu and Kashmir, mountainous area है Himalayan side में वहाँ पे, so there the population is less while others are flat. North Indian plain region और plain region है, so there the population is more. So geographical conditions vary. तो geographical conditions it is playing a very important role. Some regions are well endowed with natural resources while there are others have limited resources. This condition affect the distribution of populations. So wherever the natural resources are more सफिशिएंट क्वांटिटी में है, सो देयर द पॉपुलेशन विल बी मोर. और जहाँ पे रिसोर्सेज लिमिटेड होंगे, सो देयर द पॉपुलेशन विल बी लेस. In areas with abundant resources, naturally the population is more. In areas there is in that areas there will be dense population, and in areas with scarce resources, unfavorable climate, undulating terrain, the population distribution will be sparse. So अभी जो मैंने एग्जांपल दिया जैसे कि इन जम्मू एंड कश्मीर नॉर्थन ईस्टर्न साइड में, नॉर्थ ईस्ट इंडिया में, so in that areas what will happen, the population will be less only because there the जम्मू कश्मीर एंड ऑल नॉर्थ में वहाँ पे कैसे कोल्ड बहुत ज़्यादा है, स्नोफॉल होते रहता है, सो देयर ऑल्सो द पॉपुलेशन विल बी लेस. और माउंटेनियस एरिया रहेगा वहाँ पे भी पॉपुलेशन क्या होगा, लेस होगा. वेस्टर्न पार्ट ऑफ राजस्थान डेसर्ट एरिया है एंड द क्लाइमेट इज ऑल्सो वेरी हार्श, सो देयर द पॉपुलेशन विल ऑल्सो बी लेस. बट नॉर्थ इंडियन प्लेन रीजन सॉइल फर्टाइल है, अलुवियल सॉइल है, फ्लैट लैंड है, suitable for agriculture, so there the population will be dense. Undulating terrain means flat land is not there. Next here is factors affecting population distribution. Some factors that is affecting the population distribution it is given. जैसे कि physical factors यहाँ पे दिया है. Physical factors means लोकेशन है, जैसे कि प्लेन रीजन है, प्लेट्यू है, माउंटेन है, व्हाट इज़ द रिलीफ हाइट क्या है, क्लाइमेट ऑफ दैट रीजन, सॉइल एंड मिनरल रिसोर्सेज, जहाँ का सॉइल फर्टाइल होगा सो पॉपुलेशन डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन विल बी मोर. इफ द सॉइल इज़ नॉट फर्टाइल सो पॉपुलेशन डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन विल बी लेस. क्लाइमेट जहाँ पे कोल्ड ज़्यादा है, जैसे कि डेसर्ट का भी एग्जांपल दिया, बहुत ज़्यादा है वहाँ पे, सो देयर द क्लाइमेट हियर देयर द पॉपुलेशन डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन विल बी लेस. और नॉर्थ इंडियन प्लेन रीजन्स में वहाँ पे क्या होगा, पॉपुलेशन ज़्यादा होगा. इकोनॉमिक फैक्टर्स एग्रीकल्चर वेयर द सॉइल विल बी फर्टाइल सो मोर पॉपुलेशन विल बी देयर. इंडस्ट्री जैसे कि महाराष्ट्र इज ए इंडस्ट्रियलाइज्ड स्टेट, तो देयर ऑल्सो द पॉपुलेशन इज मोर. अर्बनाइजेशंस अर्बन एरियाज में क्या होता है, अभी इंपॉर्टेंट सिटीज़ जैसे मेट्रोपॉलिटन दिल्ली, मुंबई, कोलकाता, चेन्नई, सो देयर द पॉपुलेशन ये टोटली अर्बनाइज्ड है, तो पॉपुलेशन इज डेंस. ट्रांसपोर्ट फैसिलिटीज़ जहाँ पे ज़्यादा अच्छे से होगा वहाँ पे पॉपुलेशन डेंस होगा, मार्केट्स अवेलेबिलिटी होगा. पॉलिटिकल फैक्टर्स ऑल्सो अफेक्ट द पॉपुलेशन डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन, जैसे कि वॉर्स हो गया. वॉर्स का हियर वी कैन टेक द एग्जांपल ऑफ सीरिया में हमेशा वॉर होते रहते, सो मोस्टली पीपल दे फ्रॉम देयर दे आर माइग्रेटिंग टुवर्ड्स द अदर कंट्री. पॉलिटिकल इंस्टेबिलिटी जहाँ पे गवर्नमेंट स्टेबल नहीं होगा, अप्स एंड डाउन्स, तो बिकॉज ऑफ दैट द पीपल दे migrate. तो गवर्नमेंट पॉलिसीज इफ इट इज सुटेबल और नॉट, इफ इट इज गुड नॉट गुड फॉर द पीपल, टोटल पीपल दे माइग्रेट फ्रॉम देयर. सोशल फैक्टर्स में होगा रेस, रिलीजन, लैंग्वेज, कस्टम्स एंड ट्रेडिशंस. इफ इन सबको लेके कुछ प्रॉब्लम है, सो मोस्टली पीपल दे विल माइग्रेट फ्रॉम दैट रीजन. सो दीज आर सम ऑफ द फैक्टर्स दैट आर अफेक्टिंग द पॉपुलेशन डिस्ट्रीब्यूशंस. And the students for understanding the density of the population, one example is given, that is 2 into 2 मीटर का एक तुम लोग you have to draw a square and in that no ask 2 students, मतलब पहले 2 students को खड़ा रखना है and after slowly you have to increase the number of students. So what you are going to see, स्पेस जो प्रोवाइडेड है, कैन यू मूव अराउंड, जब ईजिली जब बहुत सारे स्टूडेंट्स हो जाएंगे, सो आर यू आर एबल टू मूव फ्रीली और नॉट, कैन मूव. So here, can more students be accommodated in the square? So when the answers to the above questions are negative, then ask all the students to write their observations. So afterwards, you have to see there and if you are going to get the answers, you have to write the observations. Same way we can obtain, means from that example we can come to know about the population density in population density. So here geographical explanation is given. Density of population. Now the ratio of the population of a country to its area is population density. तो रेशियो ऑफ द पॉपुलेशन ऑफ ए कंट्री मतलब पूरे कंट्री का पॉपुलेशन कितना है एज कम्पेयर टू द एरिया बाय कंपेयरिंग विद द एरिया ऑफ दैट कंट्री. So that is called as the population density. So while discussing population density, distribution density of a population is also considered. So when we are going to study about the population, so at that time how this distribution is there of the density of the population, that is also important. So density is calculated as per, so here formula is given how density of a population is calculated. Population of a region upon area of a region. So how density is calculated by पॉपुलेशन मीन्स वो रीजन में कितने लोग रहते हैं अपॉन एरिया बाय व्हाट इज द एरिया ऑफ दैट रीजन. सो यहाँ पे एक टेबल दिया है इन ऑफ सम ऑफ द स्टेट. पॉपुलेशन इज गिवन एंड एरिया इज गिवन. सो यू हैव टू कैलकुलेट द डेंसिटी ऑफ दैट रीजन. So from the area of a region and its population one can calculate how many people live in square kilometer. So area of a region जब हम निकालते हैं and its population we can come to know एक स्क्वायर किलोमीटर में कितने लोग रहते हैं. That is called as density of population. So density of the population here students know सब जगह सेम होता है क्या? No, it is not same everywhere. In some regions the area is small but the population is high. For example यहाँ पे केरला दिया है and in the other regions the area is larger but the population is small. एग्जाम्पल डेंसिटी ऑफ पॉपुलेशन इज लो दैट इज ऑफ राजस्थान. तो केरला का दिया है दैट द एरिया इज स्मॉल बट द पॉपुलेशन इज मोर. और राजस्थान एरिया वाइज इट इज बिग बट द पॉपुलेशन इज स्पेर्स इन दैट रीजन. नेक्स्ट अगेन हियर वन द एग्जाम्पल इज गिवन. ट्राई दिस. थिंक अबाउट 20 पीपल इन योर नेबरहुड एंड डिवाइड देम इनटू फॉलोइंग कैटेगरीज. तो कितने कैटेगरीज में डिवाइड करना है? यंग, अडल्ट, ओल्ड, एजुकेटेड, अनएजुकेटेड, फीमेल्स, मेल्स, स्टूडेंट्स, लेबरर, मर्चेंट्स, इंडस्ट्रियलिस्ट, अनएम्प्लॉयड, हाउसवाइफ्स. और उसको क्लासीफाई करके यू हैव टू फाइंड आउट अबाउट द व्हाट इज द स्ट्रक्चर ऑफ द populations and these questions you have to go through that, so you will come to know about what type of structure of population you are having. So geographical explanation is given. Population can be subdivided into various categories. So population को हम अलग अलग कैटेगरी में डिवाइड कर सकते हैं. by studying the correlation between the subdivisions and understanding of the structure and quality of the population is possible. So जब when we are going to subdivide that population, so by subdividing and by creating the structures we can come to know what is the quality of the population we are having. See here, can you tell groups is given. So classify the above groups into the categories. तो इसको अलग अलग कैटेगरीज में डिवाइड करना है. जैसे कि सेक्स में क्या आ जाएगा यहाँ पे ग्रुप्स में हम क्या ले सकते हैं? मेल एंड फीमेल. अंदर एज में व्हाट वी कैन टेक? अडल्ट, चिल्ड्रंस, इन्फेंट्स, ओल्ड, यंग एंड अडल्ट वी कैन टेक. और नेक्स्ट इज रूरल में आ जाएगा रूरल ओनली फ्रॉम द ग्रुप. अर्बन. लिटरेसी में आ जाएगा लिटरेट एंड इलिटरेट. प्रोडक्टिव पॉपुलेशंस, in that productive populations we can have unemployed, working population and dependent populations. So population can be subdivided as per the groups given above. So this age, sex, age, rural, urban, literacy, productive population, this ये अलग अलग division है that can be created and in that way we can divide the populations. So these subgroups and their relationship with one another is studied in the structure of the population. So when we are going to create the structure, जब हम structure of the population study करते हैं ना, so this subgroup जो subgroups हम create करते हैं and how they are related with that, we can come to know about what type of structure of population we are having. So here student in this think about it, even though है ना जो दिया है that has been cancelled for you this year. So here we are going to study about the sex ratio. Now as per as the gender, population can be divided into male and females. So this is natural division which can be easily understood. So sex ratio means how many males and females are there. So in a population when both the genders are around the same number, it indicates a balanced population. So in a country मतलब population जितना भी है उसके अंदर अगर genders males and females around the same, उनके numbers अगर total number same होते हैं, so it is indicating a balanced population. So in population studies, the ratio of men and women is considered important. So when we are studying population, so while studying so ratio of men and women is considered important. This ratio is calculated as follows. So sex ratio कैसे निकालते हैं? Total number of females and total number of males per 1000. तो यहाँ पे into 1000. So when for every 1000 males the number of female is less, it means the sex ratio is low. अगर 1000 मेल है तो उसके पीछे नंबर ऑफ फीमेल अगर उससे कम है बहुत, तो ही सेड दैट द सेक्स रेशियो इज लेस. एंड व्हेन फॉर एवरी 1000 मेल्स द नंबर ऑफ फीमेल इज मोर, सो इट इज टोल्ड दैट सेक्स रेशियो इज हाई. यहाँ पे देखो एक ग्राफ दिया है. सो स्टडी द ग्राफ गिवन एंड द आंसर द फॉलोइंग क्वेश्चन. तो यहाँ पे अकॉर्डिंग टू द ग्राफ, सो विच स्टेट इज हैविंग द हाईएस्ट सेक्स रेशियो. हाईएस्ट सेक्स रेशियो किसका है? केरला, दैट इज 1084. विच स्टेट हैज द लोएस्ट सेक्स रेशियो? दैट इज हरियाणा, 879 है. And what changes should take place in Maharashtra to bring about balanced sex ratio and how much changes is necessary. So what changes can be, जैसे equal rights, boys और girls को equal right देना चाहिए. Awareness should be brought among the people. See, in today's period, the Modi government, they have implemented one plan, that is Beti Bachao and Beti Padhao. So awareness has to be brought among the people. So geographical explanation is given. In regions where the proportion of female is more than the males, predominantly the outer migration of men is higher. So जो भी region में proportion of female is more than the males, so there the outer migration, it means that outer migration of men is high. So the out migration is very often for employment. तो ये out migration किसके लिए होता है? People they are coming for employment. For example Kerala, outer migration is very often for, that is of Kerala here it is told, but where the proportion of female is less than the males, in most cases the birth rate of female is less. और जहाँ पे proportion females का less होता है than the males, तो वहाँ पे birth rate क्या है? female का less ही है. So again here give it a try, that has been cancelled for you. So can you tell, यहाँ पे just example here it is given for you for having a discussion for understanding the age structure. जैसे कि how many people in your nearby, you can see how many people in your house are studying, what is their age, and how many people in your house are working for, and how old are they, what is their age, do you have grandparents still work, what is their age. So through that we can come to know about the age structure. For ये age structure के दिया है. In a region when the population is subdivided as per the age groups, it is called as age structure of a population. तो कोई भी एक region में जब population है, the population as if they are going to be divided as per the age groups के हिसाब से divide करते हैं, that is called as the age structure of the population. जैसे कि 0 to 14, 15 to 59, above 60, that is called as the age structure. Age structure is useful for the projection of population and for understanding the dynamics of the age structure arrangement. Similarly, it also helps in understanding the proportion of active and dependent population. So through the age structure, we can come to know how much is the active population and how much is the dependent population. With 0 to 14, so that will be coming under the dependent population, and above 60 also it will be coming under the dependent population. तो active population कौन सा हो जाएगा? 15 to 59, that will be the active working population. So in India, the productive population is the population between the age of 15 and 59. Productive मतलब working population, and this group of people is active in service and business. So they are doing, and it means they are doing the work. Any type of services and businesses they will be doing. So they directly participate in the economic activities of a region, means they are making their contributions in the economic activity of a region. In regions where the proportion of this population is more, especially youth, development is rapid. So in any region जहाँ पे ये productive population is more, so that population mostly youth, so in that region the development will be more. The dependent population falls into two subgroups. So जो अभी बताया, the people below 15 years, that is 0 to 14, and they are totally dependent on the productive population, and people above 60, so वो भी किस में आ जाएंगे? dependent populations. So but their knowledge and experience make them valuable asset to the whole. But people above the 60, जो 60 years के above के people रहते हैं, their full experience, life का full experience होता है, they are having a lot of knowledge. So because of that they are called as the valuable asset to the whole society. Asset मतलब wealth of the society. Next is the occupational structure of the population. Now the population of a region can be classified into working and non-working groups. So जो population कोई भी एक region का है, that can be classified, they can be classified into एक working class and another is the non-working class. So these people who are not in jobs or profession despite being in the productive age group comes under the non-working group. So दैट मीन्स दैट ग्रुप ऑफ पीपल दोज हु आर कमिंग अंडर द प्रोडक्टिव एज ग्रुप के बीच में आते हैं, बट दे आर नॉट इन्वॉल्व इन एनी काइंड ऑफ जॉब, कोई भी जॉब में से रिलेटेड नहीं, कोई प्रोफेशन में नहीं है. सो दैट इज कमिंग, दे आर कमिंग अंडर द नॉन वर्किंग ग्रुप, एंड दिस नॉन वर्किंग ग्रुप इज डिपेंडेंट ऑन द वर्किंग ग्रुप. तो उन लोग कोई काम नहीं कर रहे, सो बिकॉज ऑफ दैट दे आर डिपेंडेंट अपॉन द वर्किंग ग्रुप. इफ द प्रोपोर्शन ऑफ वर्किंग पॉपुलेशन इज हायर in a region then the population is termed as industrious. So अगर कोई एक रीजन में वर्किंग पॉपुलेशन इज मोर, दे आर हायर, सो दैट विल बी टर्म्ड इंडस्ट्रियस इंडस्ट्रियस. सच ए रीजन हैज रैपिड डेवलपमेंट, और वो रीजन का डेवलपमेंट भी क्या होगा, हाई. नेक्स्ट वी आर गोइंग टू स्टडी अबाउट एरिया ऑफ रेसिडेंस. सो द पॉपुलेशन ऑफ ए रीजन कैन बी डिवाइडेड इनटू टू ग्रुप्स as per the area of resident, that is rural and urban. So what is told here, students know, whichever the population is there of a region, so that population can be divided into two groups as per the regarding the area of the residence, that is in rural area and urban area. So people in rural areas are mainly employed in primary occupations. So people those who are living in the rural areas, that is in the villages, so that people mostly they are engaged in primary occupations, that is agriculture. And in urban areas the proportion of people working in secondary and tertiary occupation is large, and those people those who are living in the urban areas, that is in the city areas, so that people know they are engaged in secondary and tertiary occupations, that is secondary year industries and all, and tertiary means engaged in various types of services. The population in the rural areas is involved in the production of food grains, that is rural areas people they are producing food grains, they are engaged in agriculture, whereas the urban population is dependent on the rural population for the supply of food grains. And people those who are living in the city areas, we people we are living in the city areas, so we are doing agriculture or what, no, but we are dependent on the rural populations for food grains. Next here try this, here is given. For that you have to students you have to prepare a bar graph, discuss the issue of literacy in the country and write a note on that. Next is can you tell. Now yes, students know in the can you tell, no, here example is given from the page number 41. In the page number 41 you can see that about Monda village land use pattern has been mentioned. So based on that here some questions are asked. So first question is, what do you think are the reasons for the changing land use pattern of Monda village? So Monda village का जो land use pattern, why it has been changed? So उसका दो reasons है, that is because of urbanization and because of the increase in the population. Second is what kind of changes have taken place? So in ये Monda village है, वहाँ पे कौन सा changes हुआ है? That is the agricultural land use है ना, land use that has decreased, and along on the other hand that is the non agricultural land use has been increased, जैसे कि इंडस्ट्रीज वगैरह के लिए लैंड यूज होने लगे हैं, एंड फॉर रेसिडेंशियल पर्पस, फॉर लिविंग पर्पस. And due to this change in land use, do you think there has been change in population? If yes, what is the change? Yes, वहाँ पे land use में changes आए, because of that there has been seen changes in the population. So population वहाँ पे क्या हो गया है, population has been increased, and increase किसके वजह से हुआ, because of migration. Next we are going to study about literacy. Now in society some people are literate while others illiterate. So in our country a person who can read and write is termed as literate. So एक literate person किसको बोला जाता है, a person who can read and write, so that person is called as a literate. मतलब उसको अपना नाम in any language he or she should be able to write his name, कोई भी language में. This definition can vary from one country to another. So definition जो literacy का है, अभी जैसे इंडिया में है, so in our country what is a person if he is able to read and write in any of the language, so that person can be called as a literate. But this definition जरूरी नहीं सब जगह सेम होगा, it is varying from country to country. The percentage of literacy shows light on the quality of the populations. So by knowing the literacy rate of a country, we can come to know about the quality of the population, whether the population, if literacy rate ज़्यादा है, it means the people are well educated and well skilled, technically well knowledge is there. And if the literacy rate कम है, so we can come to know तो well educated नहीं होंगे. If they are not well educated, so country's development cannot take place. People have above the age of 7 can be classified into literates and illiterates. So what age has been selected here? Age of 7 can be used to classify into literates and illiterates. Literacy is an indicator of the social and economic development of the society. So about any country social development and economic development, by what we can come to know, by knowing the literacy rate of that country. So literacy rate, it is an indicator of social and economic development. If the percentage of literacy is higher, then the country develop socially and economically, and literacy leads to the development of a cultured and progressive society. So I have told now only, no, I told if the countries means literacy rate of a country is higher, so it means that the country is going to develop socially भी develop होगा क्योंकि society भी, so in the society also, in the thinking of the people also, changes are going to take place. If they are well educated, they will be able to accept the new things, and economically, financially also the country is going to develop. Literacy leads to the development of a cultured and progressive society. A well cultured and progressive society develop होगा because of literacy. Next is geographical explanation of migration. Now, what do you mean by migration, students? Yes, the movement of people or individual or a group of people from one place to another. So that is called as migration. Now, this could be for a shorter period, longer period, or permanently. So migration is of various types. For short period also people they are migrating, for longer period also, or for permanently also they are shifting. Now, marriage, education, business, transfer, tourism, natural calamities, war, etc. are the reasons why people migrate. So here some reasons are given why migration is taking place. So marriage के वजह से girls if they are going to get married, so they have to migrate. For education purpose also, people students they are going from one place to other. For business transfer, business work also they are going people. Tourism के लिए, for visiting different tourism places, and because of natural calamities, floods, earthquake हो जाते हैं, because of that also people migrate, and wars. So these are some of the reasons why people migrate. Now there are many kinds of migrations. So regions from where people migrate show a fall in population. So from where the people they are going to migrate. So जो region से वो migrate कर रहे हैं, so there the population is going to decrease. Such regions experience shortage of man power. तो वहाँ पे if people they are migrating from a village, अगर village से continuously migration होगा तो क्या होगा, there will be shortage of man power in that particular village. On the other hand, the areas to which they migrate show an increase in the population and a strain on the public amenities and facilities. And on the other hand, wherever the people they are going to migrate, जो भी area में migrate करेंगे, so there what will happen, there will be an increase in the population and there will be more stress on the resources of that particular area and the amenities, that is facilities. Due to migration, the composition of the population also changes. So because of migration, what is told that the composition of the population also changes. मतलब जो भी population है, what type, कौन से age category, everything that is going to change. Now here once again, can you tell, here it is given answer on the basis of the given table. तो यहाँ पे country's name is given, percentage of immigrant population is given. So first question here it is asked for you, which countries have less than 10% migrant population. So 10% migrant कौन से countries में हैं? अफगानिस्तान, ब्राज़ील, बांग्लादेश, इंडिया एंड ग्रेट ब्रिटेन. सो दिस आर सम ऑफ द कंट्रीज. वहाँ पे 10% माइग्रेंट है. विच आर द कंट्रीज विथ ए माइग्रेंट ऑफ बिटवीन 10 to 20%. सो हियर इट इज जर्मनी एंड USA. Which are the countries with a migrant population of more than 20%? So कौन से countries हैं? That is Kuwait, Hong Kong, Oman and Saudi Arabia. Now here the other question is, find the reason behind the migrant population of more than 20%. So what will be the reason, student? So first reason हो जाएगा because of the employment opportunities, and the other will be the natural resources. For that people they have migrated. Draw two pie diagrams of any two countries. So here the table which is given, any two countries you can take and you can draw the pie diagram. Have a discussion on the migration and development. Now here children, see migration and development, how it is will be affected if outer migration is there from a area, कोई भी एक area से, if the people they are from there they are going to other area, so जहाँ से जा रहे in that area there will be shortage of manpower, and because of that the development of that area will be affected. On the other hand, where the migration will be there, in migration जहाँ पे ज़्यादा होगा, so there also what will happen, population is going to increase. वहाँ पे in migration से population increase होगा, so development of that region will be affected because of the more labor power and the development, and it is going to increase the development of the particular region. So वो region develop ज़्यादा होगा because of the increase in the मैन पावर, वहाँ पे पॉपुलेशन बढ़ेगा, लेबर्स इजीली अवेलेबल होंगे. Next, here geographical explanation is given. Migration is an important factor affecting the distribution of population. Due to migration, there is redistribution of population of a region. So, when migration is there, so because of that, in that particular region, there will be redistribution of population, and the structure of the population again it is going to change. The above table has given the percentage of migrant population of some selected countries. So यहाँ पे अभी हम लोग ने जो देखा, in the countries where the percentage of migrant population is more, so it means that their job opportunities, good business prospects, availability of natural resources and economic development are the main causes. So in whichever country जहाँ पे भी percentage of migrant population ज़्यादा है, so what is the reason for that? Because of the job opportunities, natural resources, economic development की वजह से people they have migrated. On the other hand, political and social factors, economic backwardness, etc., are some of the reasons accounting for low percentage of this population. और दूसरी जगह पे जहाँ पे लेस है तो वहाँ पे क्या है, social factors, economic backwardness, that are some of the reasons. Even though the percentage of this population is low in India, when compared to total population, the actual figures are large. So percentage of this population is low in India, but when total it is discussed with the total population, the actual figure is going to be increased. यहाँ पे can you tell me some questions are given, just go through that and find out the answers. So related geographical explanation of this given, population as a resource. Now students, in the starting only I have told that population is an important human resource. So population as a resource is important for the economic, social and cultural development of an country. So here country's development, what is told that it is depending upon the population. So it because country का economic, social and cultural development it is going to take place because of the population. Rather than population numbers, it is the quality of the population which is important. मतलब खाली पॉपुलेशन ज़्यादा होना ज़रूरी नहीं है, बट व्हाट टाइप ऑफ पॉपुलेशन, कौन सी क्वालिटी का पॉपुलेशन है, दैट इज़ मोर इम्पॉर्टेंट. Along with the percentage, literacy, sex ratio and age groups, health, educational levels are etc. are also considered while thinking of population as a resource. So population is a resource because see, if the population is literate, सेक्स रेशियो इक्वल रहेगा, हाँ, मैन एंड फीमेल्स. अलॉन्ग विद दैट हेल्थ फैसिलिटीज, उनका हेल्थ अच्छा होगा, एजुकेटेड रहेंगे, सो कंट्रीज डेवलपमेंट इज गोइंग टू टेक प्लेस. सो बिकॉज ऑफ दैट ऑल दिस फैक्टर्स आर कंसिडर्ड while discussing the population as an important resource. The supply of skilled or unskilled labor depends on the quality of the population. Means whether the people they are skilled or not. So it is depending upon the quality of the population. What type of people or populations is there within the country. Now students, in the earlier exercise on page number 42, no, we have noticed that there was an increase in the populations towns A and B. अभी हम लोग ने पेज नंबर यहाँ पे earlier only we have studied about the towns A and B. So in that what was there was a growth of population there. So that only means that there was a growth of population. But can you say anything about the development? हम लोग ने वहाँ पे growth of population खाली study किया था. But about development we have studied anything we have studied about those towns or what? No. If there are no houses for this increasing population, no drinking water, then what use of this growth? मतलब वहाँ पे population growth हो रहा है, लेकिन if housing facilities is not there for the people, drinking water is not there for the people, then any use will be there of the growth of population or what? In those towns, how many people has additional drinking water have been made available? तो additional जो लोग बढ़े थे, तो how drinking water facilities was made available to the people? How many children have started attending the school? or in which city are the people happier? कौन से city में ज़्यादा happier है, A में कि B में? Growth does not mean development. Then how can development be measured? So growth सिर्फ only population growth, through that we can't come to know about the country's development. So how we can come to know about whether a region or country is developing? So how development is measured? Now for many decades only a country's gross national product was used for measuring the development. तो country का कैसे measure करते थे development? By gross national product. It was assumed that greater the economic prosperity, the more the development of the country. मतलब country का financial development जितना ज़्यादा होगा, economically, financially, the country is going to develop, the more will be the development of the country. But this does not mean that people are happy with the quality of life in that country. Means country's financial development is going on, So by seeing that only we can't tell that the people, those who are living in that country, they are happy. In reality, development is related to the quality of life, the opportunities available there, and the freedom. So in reality, how we can come to know about the development? Development is related to the quality of life, means what type of life the people, those who are living there, they are leading, and what are the different opportunities that are met. मतलब यहाँ पे जॉब अपॉर्चुनिटीज है कि नहीं, ऑल द चिल्ड्रंस दे आर एबल टू गो टू द स्कूल, food is available to them, and the other facilities, and along with that the freedom they are enjoying. So in the decade of 1980 to 1990, Mahabub Haq and that is Amartya Sen put forward for the concept of Human Development Index, that is the SGI. So United National Development Program publishes a list of countries based on the SGI scores every year. So through the SGI, that is the Human Development Index, we can come to know about the country's development. So we will be studying now. यहाँ पे एक here see box is given, in that SGI rank wise it is given of the country का नेम दिया है, value of the SGI and the level of development. So you have to just go through that and just students fill that. So we will be studying about first Human Development Index. Now Human Development Index holds an important place in the study of human conditions. So Human Development Index, it is told that it is holding an important place in the study of human conditions related to the international development. Today it is commonly accepted that only economic prosperity does not mean development. Means in today's period only the country's economy, financially country develop हो रहा है, so we can't tell that the country's development has taken place. This is not just the expectation of the individuals but also of a region, of a country. The Human Development Index is used as a yardstick to measure the regional development. Means by knowing the economic prosperity, economic development of the country, we can't tell that the country has been developed. But Human Development Index is used to measure the country's or regional's development. While computing this index, three main parameters have been considered. So three things have to be considered while studying the Human Development Index. So first is economic parameter. Economic parameter means what is the standard of the living of the people, those who are living in that particular region or country. Health parameter, life expectancy, means up to a person when he is or born, after that to what age the person is going to live. And next is the education parameter, number of years of schooling. So what is the schooling procedure, so through that we can come to know. The values of Human Development Index ranges from 0 to 1. कहाँ से रेंज होता है? 0 to 1. So highly developed regions have a close to the 1. So जो regions बहुत ज़्यादा developed है, so उनके वैल्यूज कहाँ देंगे? क्लोज टू 1. एज द लेवल ऑफ डेवलपमेंट गोज डाउन द वैल्यू ऑफ SGI डिक्रीजेस. और जैसे जैसे उसका डेवलपमेंट इंडेक्स कम होते जाएगा तो वैल्यू विल बी ऑल्सो डिक्रीजिंग. सो इन एन एरिया विथ वेरी लिटिल डेवलपमेंट द वैल्यू ऑफ द इंडेक्स इज क्लोज टू द 0. Next we are going to study about the density of population in Maharashtra. Now here see students, you can see the map. It is a map of Maharashtra. So here it is the chloropleth map, and here by using the shades it has been shown the population density दिखाया गया है. जहाँ पे डार्कर शेड है वहाँ पे मतलब वेरी हाई डेंसिटी पॉपुलेशन का है, फिर मॉडरेट मीडियम ऐसे करके, एंड लेस एकदम लाइट शेड है, सो दैट इज द लेस डेंसिटी ऑफ populations. So altogether here you can go through the questions and you can find out the answer by seeing the map. Now we will study about this. Now while considering the district wide density of population in Maharashtra, the following features stand out. Population density is less than the eastern districts of Maharashtra. Now see map अगर तुम लोग देखोगे तो जो ईस्टर्न साइड में, that is गढ़चिरौली जहाँ पे दिया है ना वहाँ पे, so in that side, so on the eastern side the population density is less, while they are more in the western districts में जैसे कि मुंबई सबर्ब, थाने, मुंबई सिटी है ना, वहाँ पे पॉपुलेशन ज़्यादा है, डेंसिटी ऑफ पॉपुलेशन इज मोर. सो हायर डेंसिटी इंडिकेट्स अर्बनाइजेशन एंड हायर लेवल ऑफ इंडस्ट्रियलाइजेशन. सो हायर डेंसिटी से क्या इंडिकेट होता है? अर्बनाइजेशन, दैट इज इट इज़ ए सिटी एरिया एंड वहाँ पे इंडस्ट्रीज वगैरह ज़्यादा हैं, सो more opportunities are available for the people. Therefore Mumbai city, Mumbai suburb, Thane, Pune, Nagpur districts, यहाँ पे क्या है? In these डिस्ट्रिक्ट्स नो द डेंसिटी ऑफ द पॉपुलेशन इज हाई, वेयर जो रेन शेडो एरिया है, रेन शेडो एरिया में यहाँ पे बीड, उस्मानाबाद देखो, एंड अलॉन्ग विद दैट गढ़चिरौली. सो दिस गढ़चिरौली इज कवर्ड बाय dense forest. So in these areas the density of population is very less. Now here students, do you know is given. Now information about many parameters related to population is obtained through actual survey. So information about the parameters related to the population, how what is the quality of the population, that we can obtain through doing the survey. So these surveys are called as census. तो क्या बोलते हैं उसको, census. In India these surveys are conducted once in 10 years at the start of the decade. तो decade start होता है तभी. So in last census it was done in India in the year 2011. So the statistical information obtained through the survey is classified, presented graphically and used in comparative studies and planning. So ये जो census होता है that is done in the country, so that is very helpful. तो वो सर्वे को क्लासीफाई करते हैं अलग अलग, मतलब कौन से एज ग्रुप में कितने लोग हैं, हाँ, हाउ मच मेल फीमेल है, चिल्ड्रंस आर देयर, ओल्ड एज पीपल कितने हैं, व्हाट इज द literacy of the literacy rate. So everything graphically that is presented, and according to that only the government, it is helpful for the government for doing the planning. मतलब कहाँ पे कितने which type of schemes policies can be implemented, it helps the government for that purpose. Now students, in this page now, living do you know, everything has been cancelled for you for this year. Use your brain power, give it a try. And on page number 50 on also use your brain power, give it a try, has been cancelled for you this year. So students, hope you have understood this chapter. Thank you.